what's up? My name is Matt Schebaum, and I'm a snowmobiler. My background dates back to when I'm a kid. I grew up a skier, and then I snowboarded as a teenager, and then about 16 or 17 years old, I found snowmobiling. There was a sense of freedom that I never experienced anywhere else, and that little bit of freedom and a mix of wanderlust for the West and the mountains is what led me to move out west and become a snowmobile guide. I'd always wanted to do something that I love for a job, and snowmobile guiding really appealed to me. I just knew that I wanted to go somewhere and share the passion with other people, somewhere where that got a lot of snow and somewhere that had a lot of exciting terrain. And so looking back, there was a lot that I didn't know when I first started, but I think it's important to identify that ignorance and be able to look back on it and learn from it. It's been about 10 years that I've lived in the mountains now and snowmobiled, and looking back to that young kid from the East Coast driving out west with his snowmobile that wasn't really appropriate for the mountains to where I am now. I'm really grateful to have been able to find the professional avalanche industry and learn from a lot of great mentors and have a lot of great turning points, and now be in the point where I am now, owning a avalanche education providership and having such great friends and peers in the industry, and being able to continually learn through the pro program that's developed now. But I started to get a little bit more into the backcountry and realized that I had to learn about a lot more about myself and the mountain, and that's what led me to become an avalanche professional. Yeah, I remember when my boss first gave me an avalanche transceiver when I was getting more and more into riding the backcountry on my days off and exploring. I felt pretty cool, but I didn't really know what to do with it. Yeah, at first becoming an avalanche professional was more about progressing my personal career. I wanted to be the best guide I could and have the most training. So I started looking around for avalanche courses that I could take and the certification track that I needed to reach the highest level. And I realized that there really wasn't anything there, that snowmobilers were an underserved population, and the reason that I had trouble finding the right courses and the stuff that I was looking for was because it really didn't exist yet. My goals as an avalanche professional is to be able to teach other people, and they haven't been able to seek out the path that I have because they're just a little bit more of a recreationalist. And so many people I've met in the snowmobile industry come from all different parts of the country, all different walks of life. You have farmers, ranchers, kids, not your typical backcountry enthusiast, and I think that makes up an underrepresented population as a whole. The motorized community in general is a little bit different, and I think a little misunderstood by a lot of the avalanche world, and there's a whole bunch of people out there that were kind of intimidated by the academic nature of avalanche courses, that were sort of intimidated by it. So I'm proud to say that I am co-owner of one of the first motorized specific avalanche education providerships in the country. I was a member of one of the first instructor training courses through ARI to specifically focus on training motorized instructors. It's really important to me, and I truly believe that this education has to be passed along to our community from within our culture. And I'm happy to say that I think I've done a little bit of that over the past couple years. And moving forward, I really want to combine the snowmobile industry, the avalanche industry, and basically make avalanche awareness as commonplace in snowmobiling as it is in skiing and other non-motorized winter backcountry sports.